Hey guys, today I'm going to play some Mad Games Tycoon and show you how to get started on hard mode. So we'll just create a game here. I like to go with Canada, just you get your own engine right away. Yeah, I leave everything pretty much like this. If you want to have the random platform popularity for later on, but at the start you're not really going to be making games, so it's not going to make much of a difference. So you can pick your genre that you're going to specialize in. I like RPG because it's there early enough, and it's what I play, so it's what I like to do. And video cutscenes. So we're going to put a couple points into game design, 1 point into programming, and 2 into speed. Speed is kind of helpful for everything we're going to be doing. And we'll go on hard, like I said. So first thing you're going to want to do is make your toilets. We'll just make that as small as we can. And place our door. Slap a toilet in there. There we go. Make our development area. And a desk to work at. I always just go with the cheapest one off the start because we're very short on money right now. What you're going to want to do at the very start is just do whatever contracts you can. It's the easiest way to make money and without having much of a risk of losing any. At the same time, you gain a little bit of skill points. Now it's kind of random which contracts are there. It's nice if you get a whole bunch right off the start. They kind of refresh pretty much every month. There's not always new ones, but usually there is. So we'll just wait till the next month ticks over and check again. Nothing there yet. So what we're gonna need to be able to get the research area is to make one game. It's not gonna make us any money, but it's how you unlock the research area. So I'm just gonna make a game. Doesn't really matter. I'll look to see what's in the trend right now. Arcade and digging, so we'll develop a game. We'll make it an arcade game. And not much really goes with arcade games here, but we'll just do whatever. Say pirates, I guess. And we don't have an engine yet, so that's what we get. Doesn't really matter what you call it, it's pretty irrelevant. Yeah, the only thing available right now is computer. Again, this game's not gonna make us any money, so it doesn't really matter. Put everything near the middle, just because. And we're only going to make it English because as you add more languages, it costs more, and this is just going to lose this money anyway. So RPGs are now available. It's good to keep track of what's available, and then you can just check at any point in time. So our game's finished. We're just going to release it now. Find a publisher. So it was an arcade game, so we'll go with these guys. Now we can build a research area. And see, that's, even though it's a game that's in the trend, it's still turned out very terrible. So I'm going to do some more contract work. Anytime there's contract work, we should be doing that. Wow, usually I'll probably even be able to afford this yet. Normally there's a lot more contracts available. 21,000, yeah, a little shy. So, what I'm going to do is just develop an engine. Actually, before you ever develop an engine, check to see if there's any other engines available at this point in time, which there isn't, because you don't want to create one in the same genre of ones that already exist. You kind of want to have a monopoly on that, so that say you make one for, say, puzzle games, we'll do puzzle games. You want your engine to be the only one available so that other companies will more than likely buy yours. So we'll just call it Puzzle 1.0. And features will have everything, and although I haven't researched anything yet. We'll sell the engine for, let's see, 80,000. We'll go between 12 and 15% profit sharing with that kind of a sell price. Usually, they usually sell. So our games have been pulled off the market, so it didn't sell very well at all. We lost $24,000 basically, which is kind of normal. Sometimes you lose a little bit more. So doing all right so far. Our engine's complete now. We won't make any money right away, but eventually when somebody buys it and makes a game with it, we'll make some money. Back to the contract work again. I have enough to make my research area now. I might as well do that. Slap a desk in there. Let's slap 2 desks in here. I got the money for it. And another one in here for now. So see, our money's coming up pretty quick there. The contract work's quite useful. Actually, now we're going to look at hiring our next worker, and we're going to want the one that has the best programming. He's Frank Dry. He's got 20 on the programming. So hire him. We'll slap him in here too. He'll help us with our contracts for now. Okay, so now I gotta get rolling on my research tapes. There we go. So I'm gonna start researching some features here. Get sprites going first. We'll continue on the contracts as always. Keep going on the features for now. Continue with contracts, always with contracts. It's our main source of income really right now. Because at this point we don't have enough, like a good enough engine to make games if we're going to make any money. Making games can cost you, if you really try and make a good one at this point, you can end up losing $100,000. Oh, I didn't finish that contract in time, so I had to pay the penalty for it. Now see, now another engine has come out, and it's for arcade games. So we're going to stay away from making engines for arcade games because we don't want to have a competitor involved. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and research RPG now, and that'll be the next engine I make. See, this one's got a fairly high workload and only 5 weeks time to finish it, so I'm going to take it, but I'm going to bring my main guy back over to help with that. I should be able to finish it for sure. There's no contract work left, so I'll bring him back over here and then we'll research RPG games. So now we have subgenre available. We make games that have 2 genres in it, but like I said, we're not going to be making games for quite some time. So we're going to develop our new engine now. RPG 1.0. RPGs. And you want all the features on every time. The more features, the more likely it's going to sell, the more it's worth. Sell the engine. Sell this one for say 90,000, and we'll go a solid 15% profit sharing. And there we go, our puzzle engine sold for $106,000. That's not bad profit. So hopefully another company will buy it and we'll make about that much again. That game they made with it sold pretty well. A lot of the times you don't make that much money early on in the game. Sometimes you only get 1,000 or so for your profit sharing. So we're doing alright. Apparently my guy has bladder issues in the washroom every couple of days. just going to bring my guy back here to do more research and put this guy here, because he's going to stay there most of the time. In this chair, please. Okay, he doesn't want to. Oh, well. Back to the contract work. And more researching of features. Save game support, that's a big one. Most games you want to be able to save. Okay, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to finish this in time, so I'm going to slide this guy back up here to help him. Nope, our puzzle unsold again. Another $89,000. So we now have the ability to buy licenses to make our games. Kind of helps them sell better, but like I said, it'll be a while before we make any games that are going to be anywhere near profitable. If you tried making games off the start, there's no way you'd have this amount of money at this point in the game. So we'll pick another genre that we want to make an engine of. I tend to generally go with the most expensive one. It's kind of the newest one that's out there. In return, you can kind of charge more for them. Kind of go with simulation. Sold again. That game that they made sold very well. $57,000 extra from profit sharing allowance. Oh, our RPG one sold too. So we're doing very well. This is probably the best I've done off the start on a hard game before. Sold again. So now we've got over $500,000, so I'm going to start spending some money on our office here. We're going to need the staff room eventually that'll be how we get. We need a staff member that specializes in game design, and to get that we need stuff that we put in the staff room, but the staff room is not yet unlocked, and honestly I don't remember exactly how we unlocked that yet. Oh yes, we need to have 3 staff members, so I'm going to hire another staff member right now. At this point it doesn't really matter. I think I'll just pick whoever I figure is the best. This has the highest overall. She's got 35 in graphics, so we'll go with that. We're gonna end up firing her in a moment anyway. There, now we can build the staff office. And we'll slap a couple vending machines in there if I can find them. Arcade game. So we need to have quite a few stars here to be able to hire the employee that specializes in game design. Heaters. After a certain point, they start complaining about it not being warm enough. 1 in each room. And same thing with the fans. At a certain point, they'll start complaining that it's too hot. There we go. Rocking and rolling. So I'm also going to buy another desk for each room in case I want all 3 of them working in the same room. There we go. So we're ready to make our simulation game. Or engine, rather. Once again, all the features. We'll sell this one for 100,000. 1, 2. And profit sharing at 15% again. Another game engines come out. Let's check, see what's all available. So they have 1 for adventure and 2 for arcade, so there's no competing right now. I'm actually gonna keep researching at the same time right now. Puzzle and sold again. That's 4 or 5 sales on that now. Now is our game design specialist ability there. Yes, he is. So I'll hire that person right now. There we go. Now I can fire this one. Staff. Maria. And dismiss. Now you can always hire them back in. They're not gonna be pissed off at you because you fired them or anything. Still there. Let's go back to work. Another $103,000 under sale. Okay, we'll research this and then we'll research another genre. Get back on that contract work, free money. If I can finish it in time. So we'll go with a building game, I guess. So basically this is just the easiest way to get enough research done and pay for the research without going broke so that you can make a game that's worth it. Because to develop an engine that will make a game that's going to be profitable for you costs a lot of money and a lot of research time. Sim 1 sold, $140,000. Almost a steady income now. They're every 4 or 5 months one of them selling. So that one up there. So researching more features. Once this is done, we'll make our next engine. We'll keep the price at 100,000 again. We seem to be doing alright like that. see, this one we didn't get much money because this company had already purchased it, so we just got the 15% and their game didn't sell well, but 9 grand, still 9 grand. I'm kind of ahead in the research department. Normally, you don't get everything researched as it's out. We'll research another genre. We'll go with fighting game. It's kind of the most expensive one, so we'll stick with that theme. There we go, another sale. Honestly, I've never had this go so smoothly before. Normally, they don't sell quite this well, and you're a little bit strapped for cash. Getting lucky. No features to research, so we'll just continue with the start the sports one next. Now we'll make our fighting engine. All the features as always. A new engine came out. Another skill game one. If you've played the game a few times, you'll see I'm pretty sure it's the same engines that come out every time. There's not any randomization in that, so you can kind of plan ahead if you know what to expect. Another sale, another $120,000. So again, another company that already purchased it, made another game with it. Not as much money, but every little bit counts. Another sale. So we're almost getting near to the point where you can make a profitable game, but not extremely profitable. At this rate, we're better off just to continue making engines. It's going quite well. Not very much contract work in this one though. Usually it's a lot more availability there. Oof, that game made us quite a bit of money there. Doing good. So now we can create a production area if we had more space. We won't be able to do that until we buy a new building to run out of. Finally broke $1 million. So we'll start making our next engine now. Sports? I can't remember what we haven't made yet. I believe it's the sports one. Engines. Yes, I think it's sports one. All the features. Now see, it's getting to be quite expensive to make these engines. So I'm going to charge a little bit more. You really don't want to make your own games until you get to the next area, because, well, not the next area, but buy a bigger building, because you're going to want a quality control. I believe it's called quality control. Yeah, quality assurance, because you're going to have so many bugs in your game, and it won't sell well because of that. Just raking in the money now. This, because I can build a production area, you can actually produce games for other people, and we're obviously going to reject because we don't have any machines to make games at this point. I wasn't paying attention there. I should have had researching going on all along. So basically, you're going to want to go till you have a couple $1 million probably before you go to a bigger area. I don't like to go one area at a time. I kind of want to jump up a couple. That way you have more space. So I don't want to make this video too long. Basically, you just continue like this for a while. If you know the game, you know the point at which you can start making games. But basically, you want to have a good engine. Some trial and error when making games, because you have your... I'll just go in. Not actually going to make a game here, but we'll just say we're going to make an RPG. Say police RPG. Like, you have to know where to put all the sliders, right? So it's a bit of trial and error. You can look them up online. I may make some videos later on to show which type of games, what you need to do. Like, obviously an RPG you'd want, it's an RPG adventure fantasy game, You'd want lots of story, good graphics, atmosphere, high game depth, probably somewhere around there. For I've had people people sending you letters complaining. I've had some say it should be more casual, but generally around here you get a good rating. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to end it here. Basically just keep going like this till you have enough money, until you think you can buy a bigger area and just kind of start over again. Your engine will still be making you money though. But yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and I'll make another one to show the next phase of this. So catch you later, guys.